Thanks for joining us. I am Elliott Serrano, writer and columnist for the Comics Waiting Room, and today I'm coming to you from Dreamland Comics. I'm here with my buddy
in Schaumburg, Illinois.
In Schaumburg, Illinois. That is correct.
Schaumburg, Illinois.
If you actually, when we post this video, the map will show it's in Schaumburg, Illinois.
So you can do that with computers?
You can do that. It's fancy, the incredible fancy things computers can do these days.
That's crazy.
But I'm here with Jose Melendez. He is my contact here, my pusher. You're the one who basically pushes the latest wares and things that I should be reading.
And number one deterrent on things you shouldn't.
And number one deterrent on things I shouldn't be reading. He is
or even looking at.
I'm Eliza Doolittle, and that would make you. But My Fair Lady in comics. So he's basically helping me educate myself when it comes to real comic culture. So,
yes.
so yeah. What we're doing now is you guys are gonna get to see basically what Jose and I do every weekend when I come in to buy my comics, and he educates me. And
it's probably the best 4 hours out of the weekend.
It is.
Literally.
I look forward to it. I look forward to it.
I wouldn't go that far, but but yeah, it is something. It is a highlight.
I enjoy it. It's I get.
But one of the things that I actually like too is that people who come in here are very usually on the weekends are very quiet and keep to themselves. A lot of comic book guys are like that. Since I only work here on the weekends, I don't get to see the big fanboys who come out and need to buy their books at 10 o'clock in the morning. They need to get their fucking Onslaught Reborn number 5 bagged and boarded, or the variant cover of the shitty Rob Liefeld cover. So on Wednesdays, I know there's a lot of people who come in here who you'll sit and talk around, but on Saturdays, everyone always keeps to themselves, and it's always very interesting that when we have our talks, how many people actually watch us, and I've actually heard people talk to me about about our talks and stuff like that, about the topics that would probably never talk in general about anything, and I think that makes it a little bit exciting.
I also have to say, just for the sake of record, that although we are taping in Dreamland Comics and Jose is an employee of Dreamland Comics, any and all opinions expressed here do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Dreamland Comics and its great bosses.
Yes.
Who allowed us to tape here.
Yes.
So
yes.
But mind you, we're both very opinionated people, and we might have opinions that not everyone agrees with, but that's why we live in America.
And if you have a problem with any of the opinions that you hear and you feel the need to email us, don't. Because it's, chances are we're going to make some kind of snide remark the next time about it.
Yeah,
so, So keep it to yourselves.
Yeah.
Unless you have high praise, then, let it flow.
Please. But wait, no, well, we should promote this video like Mark Miller's Kick-Ass. This is the greatest comic book discussion video ever. You've been waiting your whole life for it, and if you don't like it, you're an idiot, basically.
Pretty much, yeah, except that I don't think that this discussion is going to let you down as much as Kick-Ass number 1 let everybody down.
No, I think we can let them down pretty good. I think it's good.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I can only edit so much. So much. Okay. Plus, some of this conversation might not be suitable for children under
30.
30. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you're under 16, make sure mom's not looking over your shoulder.
Man, I don't think we had the technology to bleep out stuff.
No.
Either,
in fact, I wouldn't bleep it out.
Oh, that's good.
I wouldn't. I feel that's un-American. Although the bleeps are sometimes funnier.
They are, but they're only funny when they're bleeping out stuff that really doesn't need to be bleeped out. So, think that they actually are saying that, like, oh my god, but they're not really saying fuck or shit. They're, they're just bleeping out normal words.
Right.
And just,
Okay, hold on, because I'm gonna.
Really.
Pax Romana, did you read this one?
You know what? It's funny you say that. I bought it. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, and I was gonna read it in the store, and I was like, all right, I can get through this pretty quick. Until I came to these 2 pages. And I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm going to be able to read this in the store while I'm trying to help customers out, because you need to get involved in this book.
I mean, you're right, which is not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing
It's not a bad
at
thing.
all. At all. And I would go as far as to say that's a book you need to sit down at your desk or in a chair and actually read it. That's not a bathroom read either.
No.
Unless you have really serious issues and you're in there for about an hour.
Yeah. Because I have not read this one, but I did read issue 1, which Jonathan Hickman's making for free online for download. And I gotta say, and I know you've been pushing me to read Nightly News for a while.
Yes.
And I picked up Pax Romana just on the basis of that alone. And this is a good book. This is a really good book, and I'm surprised that it just doesn't get the attention that it should.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Nightly News is one of those books that when it came out monthly, it sold very, very well, and it did have it hit its core audience, I think, right away. I pushed the book when it came out. I read the first issue the day before we're supposed to, which I try to do. I try to read books before I come in and sell stuff to customers, because I want to have at least 3 or 4 books that if someone says, "Hey man, what's reading now? What are you reading now that's good that I have $3 extra bucks?" You know. And I'm like, so if you only have $3, you can't buy a Marvel book because they're all $3.99, most of them now. And fucking awful Marvel. Just stop it with $3.99 books. Like, I can't sell that Tony Harris Spider-Man to save my life because it's $4. You didn't even buy it, and you love Tony Harris.
No. I love Tony Harris. I worship Tony Harris. I know Tony Harris. I have eaten pizza with Tony Harris on his front porch. I can't buy that book.
Wow. So, and we had this conversation, not to get away from Jonathan Hickman's book, because we'll get back to that, but we had this conversation when you came into the store where you looked at it and you're like, wow, $4? Like, I'll wait for the trade.
Wait for the trade.
And everyone's waiting for the trade now. But then I posed a question to you. Okay, what if this was an original graphic novel and it was $24.99? Would you buy it right here and right now since you wouldn't have to wait for the trade?
Probably. If it's a whole story and it's, again, you have Tony Harris and Brian K. Vaughan's writing it? No. Is it Brian K. Vaughan?
It's David Lapham, isn't it?
David Lapham.
Yeah.
Lapham or Lapham?
Whatever.
I say Lapham, you say Lapham.
Yes.
But anyway, no, I would have bought it if like it was an OGN. I would have bought it because I know I can sit down, get the whole story,
and here's the
and I can get it at 25% off because Dreamland Comics sells graphic novels at 25% off every day.
Every single day. And here's the question: it's like DC used to do great original graphic novels. They did, there was the Jeff Johns, Carlos Pacheco, JSHLA crossover Virtual Advice. They used to do good stuff, Grant Morrison, Frank Quietly, JLA Earth 2, and they really don't do them anymore. Mm-hmm. And it seems like that Spider-Man book, and then the new Brian K. Vaughan, Edward Riso, Logan that came out this week, which Logan's only 3 issues. Why aren't those original graphic novels? Mm-hmm. It is a set creative team, and you know that it's a miniseries, and each one of them is going to do it. Why not just release a trade?
Well, I think it's holding on to the monthly. I mean, that's kind of like a format that we're all pretty. We want to hold on to it. We don't want to let it go, and you're going to have lots of people in the industry who are saying that the monthly title is going the way of the dodo, and everyone's going to be going through trades and OGNs.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen with monthlies. But I'm talking about specifically miniseries. Miniseries, 5-issue, that's Spider-Man, 5-issue, 6-issue miniseries. Okay. It's going to be written and drawn by the same 2 creators, and it's probably already in the can. Why? It seems that it would fit perfectly into original graphic novel. But, seriously, I mean...
Well, they're going to collect it into a graphic novel or a trade eventually.
Well, no, they're going to collect it into a hardcover first, and then they're going to get your extra $5 for the hardcover, and then 6 months later, Marvel will release a soft cover and get your money then too.
Do people buy both?
No.